welcome back to my channel. I haven't put out a video in quite a while and I blame it on being sick. So yeah. So I've been getting a lot of questions to my Facebook page and just text messages and from my clients and people in general, how to highlight and contour, and it's kind of like a difficult subject because there's like photography and film and movie like highlighting and contouring, and then there's like everyday highlighting and contouring. So I just like to keep it simple for like daytime, and it's more like just like where to put your bronzer, and then for like photography or if you're going out is a little bit heavier. So I have done this side of my face with a lighter coverage foundation, which is, I use the Maybelline Dream Wonder, which is like super liquidy and it just goes on really quickly. So that's my daytime foundation. And on the other side, I used the Double Wear by Estee Lauder. Okay. And then I also use a little bit of NARS Creamy Concealer under both my eyes. And for my daytime face, my daytime side of my face, I do not set with powder because I just feel like I don't need to. It's just a light coverage. But for my going outside, I always powder it just to make sure that all of my face is nice and even, and you know, get rid of the tackiness of the foundation. That way when you put your bronzer and everything on, it doesn't stick in weird places, and it just goes on a lot smoother, and it helps your foundation stay on longer. So I'm going to start with my daytime face, and I'm going to be using my Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D. So it comes with 3 highlighting shades and 3 contouring shades. The 2 outer ones are quite warmer than the middle one, and for my everyday kind of bronzing contouring, I like to use a little bit of a warmer color. And I just use the same kind of big fluffy brush that I used for for powdering my face. And so I just dip my brush into the 2 warmer colors. So I start off by pinching my fluffy brush that looks like this, and then it just fits under the cheekbone a lot nicer. And I always just make a little bit of fishy face, you don't have to go crazy. And just put it right underneath my cheekbone. And then let it go, and then just blend it all out. And I'm also going to put this along my hairline and just on the outer corners of my forehead. I'm not doing my entire forehead. So I have more of a pretty much like a roundish square face because of my jawline, and I want to kind of shave down my jawline. The most appealing face shape there is an oval, and if I were to get an oval shape, I would try to get rid of these little areas just to make it look a little bit more ovally. That's the word. And also just kind of shave off here. And if you have a bigger forehead, you could completely shave off the top of it, and this kind of just deepens and gets rid of that area of your face, if that's what you want to call it. So to get rid of my jawline, I like to just kind of really lightly dust that along the jawline just to help kind of recede it. And you don't want to like bronze so much that you can see exactly where you put it. You want it to be just nice and subtle, especially for during the day. This should just be like super bronzy and like bronzy skin, like you're just trying to bronze up your skin. Don't do anything crazy for your day look. My face, this is just to give me a little bit of color, and that's it. For blush on my daytime side, I would just go on my cheekbone, so the apples of my cheek, and back a little bit, and just dust that and blend that in really softly. We don't want anything crazy for our daytime look. So for my going out / photography side here, I'm going to do kind of the same thing. I'm going to take these, I'm going to kind of mix all of them. You want more of like a taupey, like not so warm color, and I'm going to squeeze my brush and just go into the hollows of my cheeks again and blend it out. And to deepen up this contoured look, I'm going to take just the middle color, which is more of the taupey kind of grayish color, and I'm gonna take this brush, which is kind of what I do to this brush to make them both look like chiseler, I don't know. A little while ago I started doing this face that kind of helped me with my contouring and where to put my blush, and I've been trying to make my clients do it and they won't do it, or they just laugh the whole time and I'm like, screw it, but it really does help. So if you try this, you just have to make a sushi face, step 1. So that sucks in your cheekbone, but at the same time, you're just kind of like hollowing out your cheek. You want to give it a little bit of oomph on your cheek too, because we want to just really carve out that cheekbone. And I'm going to zoom in here. Okay, so step 1, fishy lips. And then you're going to smile as well as step 2. And not like a big smile where you get all those like wrinkles and stuff. You're going to do like a little smile. So fishy lips and a smile. And that really creates a really good outline for your cheekbone. So let's do that. So once I've chiseled under there, I'm going to also kind of bring it under my cheekbone, or under my little apple of my cheek. And this kind of really outlines that area really well. So it kind of just gives me more of a cheekbone when I'm not even smiling. And I'm going to take the 2 deeper colors again and following that, and then this time I'm going to blend up a little bit and blend down, and this is just going to give it a nice soft edge. And the goal is to have your cheekbone look like it's sitting up higher, right? You're trying to give the effect of a lifted face. And if you drag down this line too far, you're going to get more of like a sunken in like skeleton face, and that's not what we're going for. So make sure you keep it going up. You do want it to be blended down here, but you mostly want to keep it up. If you go down too far, sometimes I just use a foundation brush to just kind of clean up underneath and get rid of some of the contour. And then to blend everything out again and just kind of get this color up onto the cheekbones, I take my fluffy brush and blend that out. And to finish off the rest of this contoured side, I'm going to take this up into my hairline. And again on my jawline. And because this is for either photography or going out and it's in like you're in a club and it's darker, this line can be a little bit more prominent, but you still just want it to be exactly where the shadow would be. So we're just trying to create a smaller looking jawline. You can also, if you're wanting to get rid of like a double chin or something, if it's right below here, you can just deepen that up and that will kind of recede that as well. And for the highlighting, I like to take the matte colors in this kit here and just use a tapered brush and place that underneath the eye, and it kind of just brightens up that area. And also down the nose and on the chin and on the forehead. You don't want to highlight areas that you don't like. So if you feel like you have a big chin, don't highlight your chin. If you feel like you have a big nose, don't highlight your nose. If you have a big forehead, don't highlight forehead. So for the blush on the going out side of your face, I like to do the same face as I did when the contouring. So do the kissy lips and then the smile, but not too big of a smile, and you're just going to follow your cheekbone, and it's going to be placed right on top and blended into the contour of your cheek. And when when you're going out or getting your pictures taken, blush just like disappears into the night, and so you can go a little bit heavier on your nighttime blush than you do on your daytime blush. Okay, so the last thing I do for highlighting for going out is, my favorite one is the Mary Luminizer by The Balm, and I take a fan brush like this, and it's a very soft product, like a whole bunch comes off when you just touch it, and I like to put it on with a fan brush because it puts it on a little bit more softer, and I like to just sweep that right above my blush, not too close to the eye, and I kind of bring it up a little bit. And I also kind of bring it down onto the apple of my cheek, just around the front of it. So this is more of like a going out highlight if you want to look super saucy, but you don't want to do this for photography. You want your look to be more matte. If you use highlighter in flash photography, it's going to flash back and just be super bright in those areas, and you just want to work more with matte highlight and matte contour. Alright, so that is how I do my highlighting and contouring for daytime and for nighttime and photography. I hope you learned something about like how to put your bronzer and blush on, because the face that I make really does help. Just saying. The trick is though not to smile too much. It's almost like a resting bitch face, fish lips. Otherwise your face gets all scrunched up and like it just doesn't go on as softly, you know? Like it looks like you're kind of smiling but you're not. Ah, oh, perfect name. Resting fish bitch. Resting fish bitch. Anyways, please subscribe to my channel and thumbs up if you like the video. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Nicole Kenny Makeup, just as my YouTube name is spelled. So yeah, thanks again. Have a good day.